Well, today we're going to kick off a week-long series that will feature members of the incoming freshman class in Congress. In Idaho's 1st District, the Tea Party-backed candidate, Raul Labrador, unseated a very conservative Democrat, incumbent Congressman Walt Minnick, and he did it by 24,000 votes. It was a campaign full of nasty attack ads, like this one featuring House Speaker Pelosi.
Walt Minnick sounds more like a Pelosi Democrat every day. He supported Pelosi for Speaker, and her policies hurt. In these hard times, we don't need an Obama-Pelosi-Minnick tax increase, and we don't need Walt Minnick.
Idaho's Congressman-elect Raul Labrador joins us live from Boise. Thank you. Congratulations on your win.
Good morning. Thank you.
Good deal. The first question I have for you is, what are the three agenda items you want to be able to say you were able to accomplish when you go back to voters in 2012 asking for re-election?
There's three things that we must accomplish. Number one, we need to just reduce the debt. We need to make sure that we do everything we can to stop spending as much as we are. Number two, we actually have to create an environment for businesses so they can thrive. As everybody knows, government doesn't create jobs, but we can get in the way of job creation. So we need to create that environment for businesses. And number three, and I think this is where I can be key, is we need to actually fix the problem of illegal immigration. As you know, I'm an immigration lawyer, and I have an expertise in that area, and I can actually contribute to that.
Well, let's dig into immigration a little bit. It seems like, there's always, everybody has their one position, and there never seems to be a conversation going on in the middle. What is the compromise that you're willing, what is your 50% to the administration and to Democrats on this that you're willing to go?
As you know, there's been a political football about immigration, and both parties seem to be kicking the ball back and forth. And what we need to do is, everyone understands that we need to enforce the law. The law says that if you're here illegally, you shouldn't be here. Number two, we need to actually give more resources to the immigration services so they can do their job. But everybody agrees, and in the Tea Party, everyone agrees that we need a guest worker program that actually works. We can do that without amnesty, and we can do that with pathway to citizenship. But we have to find a guest worker program where people can come to the United States illegally.
Do you see your job as having to educate some conservative Republicans who frankly have run on some hot rhetoric on immigration? Do you feel like that's the best use of your time in Congress?
I think it will be one of the best uses of my time. I've spent the last 4 years as a state legislator educating the people of Idaho and the people in the legislature about immigration, and I think I can do the same thing in Washington, D.C.
Congressman-elect, I want to ask you a question about the debt ceiling. That's a vote that's going to come up very early. A lot of people, potentially some conservatives, may see it as sort of a litmus test on dealing with the debt. Are you going to be comfortable voting to raise the debt ceiling in order to prevent the government from defaulting?
At this time, I'm not comfortable voting to raise the debt ceiling, and there has to be a lot more discussion before I would even consider it.
What is it that you need to hear?
I need to hear that we're actually cutting spending. We need to cut spending drastically before we start increasing the debt ceiling. We have to take the people of America seriously. They just elected the Republicans to take control of the House because they were concerned about what the Democrats were doing. So we have to be serious about the promises we make to the American people.
All right, Congressman-elect Raul Labrador, thanks for joining us. Congratulations again on your victory, and we'll be keeping track and seeing how the immigration debate fares over the next year and a half, and we'll check in with you again.
Thank you very much.
All right.